Hey guys, Dirt here, and you probably noticed things look a little different this week. It's because we're doing a shorter Formers Friday show today, because quite frankly, it's my wife's birthday, and kind of had to sneak away to film a show. But this seems like the perfect opportunity to talk about some small things I had sitting around, Transformers related, that I wanted to get to. I really didn't know where they were going to fit in anywhere, and since I can kind of sneak away and do this short little show here, it's a good opportunity to go over the things I wanted to talk about. First of all, IDW has these Transformers micro fun packs. And basically what you have in here is a tiny comic book and a few collectibles. They've got Optimus Prime, Drift, Grimlock, and Bumblebee. And inside these packs, let's see, we've got a character-driven specific issue that is reprinted basically into this tiny comic book, micro-comic form. Now this one is the Grimlock, but this is actually the spotlight on Shockwave, because Grimlock was a big part of the Shockwave Spotlight issue, so they just used that as a Grimlock piece. And of course he's in the movie, so they wanted to show him off. Of course Optimus Prime is in the movie, Drift is a key character in the movie, Bumblebee, all of these are Age of Extinction characters. And what they did, they reprinted them, but I went back and I checked with the originals, and they actually redid the word balloons. So on here where you see the word balloons, they actually made them a little bit bigger on the page. So this is not a straight reprint to make it tiny. They took the artwork and then they made the word balloons and all the sound effects and everything like that is a little bit bigger, so it's easier to read. So you're not going to strain your eyes as much. In the back they have a section with the bio, weapons, abilities, weaknesses, whatever. So that was actually, I was surprised that they actually went back and they fixed that. But, with the different characters, if you're interested in, some of these are, the character spotlight issues, some of them are, issues of the comic that are just kind of key with that character. Inside, you also get a little poster. For instance, this poster is Shockwave and Grimlock. I believe that is actually from that issue when it came out. On the back you see a checklist of the different comics, the different posters, the different stuff involved, because there's also a sticker which is trading card size, but you can stick that somewhere or hold on to it, and a tattoo, temporary tattoo. So in each of these you will get, so for instance, if you open the Optimus Prime, you get the Optimus Prime comic, the Optimus Prime poster, sticker, and tattoo. I didn't really expect a whole lot out of this. I mean, obviously I don't really care so much. What am I going to do, put the poster up in my locker next time I'm in junior high? Not happening. But as far as the comic goes, if you're going to be traveling, you're going to be stuck on a plane or a train or automobile with Steve Martin, then you can throw this in your pocket, and at least gives you something to read while you're going if you don't have a tablet or something like that. Just a fun little thing. These are the type of things actually like I throw in the back seat of my truck, and then if the kids are going for a ride with me somewhere, they can pull these out in the back seat and read through them. I do that a lot with comics. That's good for that kind of thing. So if you see those in the stores, that's what they are. There's no new content. But if you're kind of new to Transformers the last couple years and you didn't read all the old IDW stuff, you can get a hold of that stuff that way. Now another thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know why, but I have just been so enthralled with these. They have these new Transformers Rescue Bots Dinobots. They have Heatwave the Rescue Dinobot and Blades the Rescue Dinobot. Instead of this being Grimlock and Swoop, they gave them new names, or maybe this wouldn't be Grimlock. This would be Snarl, maybe. So anyway, these have an action feature in their alt mode that you can see. But then, of course, these actually do transform. There's a lot of Rescue Bot stuff out there that's just kind of a chunky figure that you can kind of play with. But these do actually have a transformation, and that thrills me. I don't know how excited I was when I saw that these actually have a transforming feature, because so many things nowadays they put Transformers on, the loyal subjects and the some of the Creo stuff where it's like they don't actually have a transforming feature, which to me, it's like, well, why do you call it a transformer if it doesn't actually transform? But if you take a look, this is Blades, who flies. He's got this action feature. He actually flaps his wings. Is that awesome or what? I love it. I don't know. So anyway, as far as the transformation of him, you fold his jaw down here, and that shows his head. You've got his little arms hidden there, and then the legs just fold down. And when the legs fold down, it actually kind of pushes the top part of this jaw back, kind of pushes the wings back out of the way. You can see that, see how they move? Woo! And so there's his robot mode. It's a simple transformation. I mean, there's nothing too incredible about it, just other than it actually transforms. The robot mode, I think, actually looks pretty good, considering. And then, transforming them back is pretty simple. You just, reverse the process as it is, and there you go. So, I love this little guy. I think it looks really good. It's a perfect, toy for small kids. These are, they say ages 3 to 7, although to be fair, it's ages 3 to 37, which is my age now. Although next week I'm 38, so I don't know. I guess we'll have to see about that. Maybe after my birthday next week, I'll check them again, see if maybe they're still applicable to me. But they do have these stupid ties that they always put on there. All right, so then this is Heatwave, and Heatwave, he also has an action feature. Oh yeah, they call it chomping action, even though his mouth doesn't open. And there is a little invisible band on here because part of his transformation is he folds open. And so you basically flip him open. Do you flip these legs back? What happens? One of the things with these is that there's no real instructions because they are kids' toys, so you're just supposed to assume that that's how it goes. Oh yeah, that's it. All right, so here he is in his robot mode. And then you fold the head open and he converts to the robot. And it's that simple. And then if you use the action feature, he moves his hands. So the head becomes the hands. The feet stack up, so your feet that were in front are now stacked up on top of your other feet to make him stand a little higher. And he's wearing a hard hat. Look at that. Or maybe it's a firefighter's hat, I guess. But still pretty cool. I have to, admit, I love this idea. I love that these actually transform. I think the robot modes are really good for little kids. The simple transformation, I think, is a good idea. Because again, this is a kid-friendly line, so it's got to be simple enough for them, but it's got enough going on that it can spur their imagination. And I think that is one of the key things about it. So, both Blades and Heatwave, I'm going to give a thumbs up to. I love these things, and if they do more like this that actually transform, have robot modes and alt modes, I'll definitely pick them up because they're not that expensive. Like $4, $5 or something like that, and they look really good. They're sturdy, they're thick, so they're not going to break. And again, if I've got relatives coming over, if my sister is going to come over and bring her kids, and all the kids are going to play and go nuts, these are things I can throw down that I know that they're going to be safe to play with. And if they're like, "Hey, Daddy, come play with us," yeah, I am, because these are the types of toys I like to play with too. So, all right, guys. Like I said, just a few things, some quick things I wanted to throw out there just to talk about real quick. It is my wife's birthday, so gotta get going with that. But if you want to check out more reviews, more stuff about Transformers, comic books, video games, make sure you head on over to popculturenetwork.com. You can always find me on Twitter. It's at PCN_dirt. You can go to our forums at jointheforums.com, talk to the other toy fans, comic fans, and whatnots that we have available. And then you can also call our 24-hour voicemail line. It's area code 217-953-4025. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.